Hello, dear students. Today we are going to see about the sixth unit that is related to standard template library. In your previous unit, you have already studied about templates. We have seen that you can either make a function or a class as a template, and template means making anything as general. Okay, so C++ compiler manufacturers have already designed certain templates, certain containers and certain classes, certain functions which are standard, and they are stored in their library. That is why the name given is standard template library. Just say for example you have the functions of stdio.h, that is printf and scanf, and if you have to use printf and scanf function, then you have to include stdio.h and c. In the similar manner, if you are using a template from a library, then you have to, from a standard library, then you have to import that particular template, and that we are going to see in this unit how those templates are designed. Okay, so template is in this particular unit we are going to see about introduction to STL, that is standard template library. What is it? Then the different components of STL, that is containers, algorithms and iterators. There are three main components of STL, and then we are going to see in the details of each and everything about containers, algorithms and iterators. So, standard template library is the one which was developed by Alexander Stepanov and Meng Li, who were working in HP in 1979. Though they had started developing it in 1979, it was accepted in C++ in July 1994 as a standard. And then STL is actually known to be a collection of what function templates as well as class templates. So it is a collection of general purpose class templates and function templates. So we are seeing about the different components of STL. Remember, there are three different components of STL. One that is known as a container, second that is known as algorithms, and third that is known as iterators. Now we are going to see what is the relation between these three components of STL. For example, you have algorithms. Algorithms are using the iterators to interact with objects stored in the containers. Observe the sentence carefully. What you have objects which are stored in the containers, and to interact with them, you are making the use of algorithms through the iterators. So you can see that algorithms can be many algorithms, algorithm 1, 2 and 3, and these algorithms can have, each will have its own iterators, and these iterators will be iterating through the objects which are stored inside the container. Okay, you can use iterator 1 to iterate through object 1, object 2, object 3 using algorithm 1, 2 and 3 and so on. Okay, so you have this particular thing. Container is the one which stores the object, algorithm is the one which processes on those objects, and iterator is the one which moves around these objects. Okay, so container, let's us see the definition of each and every component of STL container. Now a container is the object that holds the data. This data can be of any type. It is just using to store the data. For example, as you have array is also storing the data of similar data types, that is array. So here you have implemented by the concept of template classes. So container are the ones which are holding to implemented through the template classes. Algorithm. Now algorithm is the second component of STL, which are actually procedures. As we have seen, containers are classes, whereas algorithms are procedures. Algorithms as a procedure which is used to process the data which is stored inside the container. And for example, you can see about for searching, sorting, merging, and copying and initializing. These are the different operations which can work with algorithm. These are hence, as they are procedures, they are implemented by function templates. And lastly, we have the third component of STL, that is an iterator. Iterator, by its name itself, it just said that it iterates. Iterates means it moves around. Okay, so for example, as shown in the figure, you have begin, position, plus plus, and end. That means iterators can move from beginning position to the end position. So I can say an iterator is a pointer which points to an element inside a container, and it is used to move throughout the contents of the container. That is why, as it is allowed to move, they can be incremented and decremented, and these are the ones which connect the algorithms with the objects stored inside the containers. So this was all about the three different components of STL which we have seen, that is container, algorithms and iterators. In the next coming lecture, we are going to see about main component of STL, that is container, and we'll discuss container in detail. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.